Okay, we are recording. Welcome back. I'm in the BF108, which I've just been talking about. Really nice aeroplane. This is a free download from Explain 11, by the way. Let's have a quick look outside. It's like a fat version of the BF109, but it's got a smaller engine, an inverted V something, and it's a four-seater. Way ahead of its time. It was a superb little aeroplane. It really was. Okay, so let's take it for a fly. Let's put some flaps down. Go with 2, I think. Brakes off. Full and free movement. Okay. It's a Shoreham by sea. Now, the undercarriage on this is quite close together, but it's not too close together. And it's still all over the place. You really got to work hard with your feet. Getting the aeroplane up to flying speed, there we go, 200 kilometers an hour. Everything's looking good there. Gear up. Stay on the runway heading. Flaps, we can let one flap up. Let's see, flaps up. Absolutely superb aeroplane. I mean, if I wanted a 4-seat tourer today, I would probably buy a Cessna 182. It's because the 172 is the best in the world, without a doubt. But 182 is the same as the 172, but with a bit of a bigger engine, so it uses more fuel, but it's got a bit more power. But this is a superb classic aeroplane. Imagine having one of these. That would be absolutely unbelievable, wouldn't it? Way ahead of its time for the 1930s, and this aircraft was a big success. And William Messerschmitt designed this with a view to making the Messerschmitt 109 when he got the money from the government. Okay, I'll bring the power back a bit there. And where he went wrong, as I said, is he made the cockpit narrower. He should have kept the same thickness and put the pilot in the middle. I can do that with the stick. Look at that. If the 109 had the fuselage this wide, okay, which meant the undercarriage was this wide, and the engine was bigger and faster, that would have been a whole different aeroplane, wouldn't it? I think it would have been a lot more successful than it was. But who knows? It's just my speculation there. But as a 4-seat tourer, this is absolutely superb. Don't go in too fast, but it's not a fast ship. And yellow's zoning it. Look, 300 knots. Back down into the green arc. There we go. So we've got, on the airspeed indicator, we've got the white arc at the bottom, the green arc, which is our normal operating range, and we've got the yellow arc at the top, which we're going too fast, we should be avoiding that, and the red mark at the top there at 300, that is our VNE. That's when the wings break off and things, so we never go above that. But of course the 109 went a lot faster than that, didn't it? So there we are in the green arc. What a lovely old tail dragger. That is super cool. I would love it if somebody actually made one of these and put a 109 engine in it, just to see if I was right. You could probably make it in Plane Maker in Explain. I don't know how you do that. I'm not clever enough to do that, but you can actually design and build your own aeroplanes in Explain 11 using the Plane Maker. So yeah, I think that'd be really good. Okay, we're going to come in and land. Let's have some wheels. Gear in transit. I'm looking at those 2 red lights there. Pretty sure they're the gear. There they go, they've both turned green, so we've got some wheels. Can't put the flaps down yet because I'm still in the green arc. Can you see that? Where's the runway? Oh, it's off to my right. So I'll orbit around to the left. All the time I should be losing speed and altitude, and once I'm down in the white arc, now it's just not dropping its airspeed, is it? Once I'm down, there we go, I'm in the white arc, level the wings because you're not supposed to put flaps down in a turn. There you go, we'll have one stage of, two stages of. Now we've got the slots on the leading edge of the wings. These things are spring loaded and they pop out when the air pressure is insufficient to keep them in, and that gives you more lift on the wings. Let's have all the flaps down. Oh, I see the slots are popping out now. Still going a bit fast. We're at the top of the white arc. See if it side slips very well. Can we side slip the full flaps? I don't know. Confirm 3 greens, clear, 2 greens, clear to land. All over the place. These things are far better off landing on grass than on runways, because as I said earlier, they are designed to land into wind. There's not much wind today. So we go for a 3-point, so we just fly along the runway without touching down. We try and keep it flying, gradually pulling the stick back to keep it in the air until it stalls. And when it does stall, hopefully you're just 6 inches or so off the runway. And there we are. No hard braking with tail draggers because they nose over, so we've got to do differential braking left and right to bring the thing to a halt. Whereas if you landed on the grass, it would come to a halt much quicker because there's more drag on the grass obviously than there is on tarmac. So whenever I fly tail wheels, real ones, I always opt for the grass runway if I have that option, because they stop quicker and it's safer, and you're much less likely to bend the aeroplane. I have never bent an aeroplane in my life, and I certainly don't want to start. There is a grass runway just here. Okay, I'll bring the flaps right up. Two stages, let's go take off on the grass. Like I said, there's not much wind today, so start doing a bit of pedalling, centralise the controls. Tail should come up if we get the timing right. What a lovely aeroplane. Top of the flap arc, we're off. Flaps up, gear up. There's a certain charm with tail wheels, and although tail wheels are not as good as nose wheels, there's definitely a charm about flying tail wheel aircraft. I know we get tail wheel snobs. I'm not a tail wheel snob. You do get snobbery everywhere, I can assure you, especially in flying. You get people that fly tail wheels, which are more tricky to fly than nose wheels. It's another reason why nose wheels reign supreme. Because your tail wheel pilot will of course see himself or herself as superior, and they'll say, oh, I fly tail wheels, you're still flying spam cans, are you? Yeah, I've heard it all. Honestly, I don't care. I'll fly anything, me. I don't care. More interesting the better, of course. Now, Shoreham Airport, which is here on our left wing tip, this was an active military station during the war. It is the oldest licensed aerodrome in the UK. I think 1918 it got its commercial license. But during the Second World War, we had it was a gunnery school, and air sea rescue operated from here. With the Walrus aircraft go pick up pilots that were downed in the Channel, and they had a few Hurricanes and things and Spitfires from time to time. I think the Hurry bombers did the Dieppe raid from here. That sort of stuff. Okay, let's get ourselves lined up, all squared off for left base on the grass, which is just to the left of the main runway. So we need to raise the nose now, get the speed down into the flap arc. There we go. One stage of, 2 stages of, and according to this, it'll fly down to 100 kilometers an hour. It's about 60 miles an hour. That's incredibly slow, isn't it? That's really good. So we'll go a bit high here, so I'm going to side slip in the turn. So we can side slip, we can lose height without increasing speed. That's the plan. It's not actually side slipping that well. I'll go to full flaps and just bring it in. Going a little bit fast for flaps there. What a nice aeroplane to fly. I mean, it's just, you just think, whoa, that's nice, you know. Or some aeroplanes you think, oh god, I hate this, this is horrible. And others you think, wow, yeah, that's okay, yeah, I like that. And this one is one of the aircraft that falls into the category of, I like it. It actually works as our runway. Still a bit fast, still. So we're going to finish up floating down the runway. Let's try and get that last minute side slip in there. 2-0 on the grass. Have we got enough runway left? Or do we go around? This is what we have to ask ourselves. Well, we are on the grass, so it should stop quite quickly. But we are passing. I think I would go around at this point, definitely. I would. Okay, full power. Flaps up 2 notches. Oh, coming on 2.5 actually. Or is it? Yeah. Leave the wheels down. That's the one thing you see when you're coming into land. You've got to think, have you got enough runway to stop? Am I coming in too fast? Because the last thing you want is to stuff the aircraft through the fence at the end of the runway because you haven't made the decision to go around. Always go around. If in doubt, go around. Always say that to my students. If in doubt, go around. So what? You know, don't risk stuffing a perfectly good aeroplane because you messed the approach up and the landing. Just go around and get it right next time. Right, there we are, we're in the white arc, so we'll have 1 stage off. Confirm gear is down, confirmed. We're going for the grass. Nothing on final approach for there. More into wind the better. This is the golden rule with flying aeroplanes. Always land into wind, even if there isn't much wind. Okay, so you've got another stage of flaps in there. Gear is down. There we are. Again, we are coming in a bit fast. Just at the top of the white arc there. Great aeroplane to learn to fly in, I think. I'd love to actually have one of these in real life. I would. I'd take the wife touring and things in this. Superb. You don't want a big gas guzzling engine either, really, for a tourer. You want something that's going to get you a long way without refueling. Be economical, especially the price of fuel these days. There we are. I don't think I'd have a swastika on the tail though. Even though that was the era. Yeah, I don't think I would actually, no. I mean, I could see why people do, because it is of that era, isn't it? But, no. And it taxis back to park. The canopy open. Yes, it does. Look at that. Oh, it swings out that way. We wouldn't want that open while you're taxiing, would you? Let's close that. Wow. Oh, that's where you're going. It's quite often with tail wheels, you need to stick your head out to see where you're going and follow the line and that. And you can see that be a bit difficult. And if your pilot was in the middle, that would be really damn near impossible, wouldn't it? So, yeah. These are all things the designers have to think about. The engine really is idling and it's taxiing way too fast. Maybe I'll taxi it with the flaps all the way down. There we go. And this is another reason tail wheels bit the dust, because you can't see where you're going. Whereas in a nose wheel you can see everything. It's like driving a car. So you'd have to zigzag and take your straps off and stretch in the harness and things to see where you are. Okay, we'll pop it in here somewhere. Here are the Piper Warrior 161s. I passed my test in one of those at this very airport. Did my first solo and my NFT and my JFT. So they're great aeroplanes. You know, if you want to learn to fly, it's either one of those or a Cessna 172, I would say. But there's lots of aeroplanes out there that are very good. I wouldn't knock them. So, brakes on. Brakes on. They are. Brakes are on. Shut down. Switches off. And open the canopy. Where's the canopy? There it is. And we can get out. The Messerschmitt 108. Absolutely way ahead of its time. What a good aeroplane. I love it. Thanks for watching.